right, so if you plan on spending a lot of time at the pool this summer or any body of water, and it's everywhere, consider putting your kids in a water safety class. This is so important. The YMCA teaching children of all ages that water should be fun, not feared.
Everybody should actually learn how to swim, because that way if somebody falls in the water and they can't get out, they know how to rescue them. When I first started swimming, I thought I would drown.
My son was scared of swimming, and I took the opportunity to put him in a class.
Amen to that. We don't want kids fearing the pool. I always say like a healthy fear, you know, just to know that it's dangerous, but not to be scared of it. So Mary Pat Wallmeyer and Jennifer Ryan from Winston YMCA are here. Tell us about the program that really makes sure our kids are safe. I love the why. First of all, let me say that. I'm a little biased on this. I work out there. My kids go to the kids zone. We have a good time. But let's talk a little bit about this, because it is so important that kids, I mean, we find pockets in our community where these kids never learn to swim. Parents didn't know how to swim. Grandparents didn't learn how to swim. It's just not a priority. But that doesn't mean that they can't be in danger around water.
Well, the beautiful thing about the safety around water is we can teach anybody from itty-bitty babies all the way up to adults and grandparents. So if people have a fear of the water, they can come and learn, and we can teach entire families.
Right. We did a story 2 years ago because we had some editors that didn't know how to swim, and literally one was so terrified, and it was interesting to see this transition just over a month period where they went from like literally fearing the water with the YMCA to like going across the pool. So it's really not impossible to learn even if you are older.
No, and it's very basic introductory steps. We teach the children and parents how to float. Just if you find yourself in an unsafe situation, we want to teach them to be able to get themselves back to the wall to safety.
And how quickly can that happen? Because I have my daughter will be 3 in August, and I often think, like, is she too young to really learn? But I know they have like the emergency safety classes, but then there's also the actually learning to swim, which may not occur until a little later in life.
So there is a program called our Swim Starters, which is a really nice program. It involves the child and the parent, and it's a way to teach children to be safe around water, teaches parents some safety skills and things to look out for, and it also is a nice introduction to prepare them for when they do go to swim lessons later in life.
How do you kind of take away the mysticism behind it? You know, because I know so many people who just, they're scared of water. And so the idea of actually coming to the Y or going somewhere and learning, it's just not something they're interested in.
I think once they have experienced, even if they'll bring their child, once they experience the freedom that you feel after you've learned to float, or you've learned to kick, or you realize that you can actually do this, I think it's more inspiring and it makes people want to learn more.
Right.
And we've found with our programs, especially in the schools, especially in that generational fear, once the parents will allow the children to learn, they in turn get so excited about it, they want to learn.
Yeah, so it's a family affair.
Sure.
What tips would you give parents who, you know, maybe aren't real sure about being in the water? Maybe they have some younger kids who don't know how to swim, to make sure that their kids are safe this summer.
Constantly monitor your children. We stress the safety tips with the kids, so never enter the water without asking for permission. Always look for a lifeguard.
A water watcher too. We have a pool, and every time we have a party, someone ends up in the pool. Like, someone has to rescue a child. Yeah. And I say that, you know, I'm not always paying attention, but there's always a parent who's watching. And I mean, there was a mom, her son fell in, and she couldn't move. She was so scared. But luckily someone, like, they lost their phone, but they reached in and they grabbed the child. So if you're not watching, that can't happen.
Right. It's very important to always have somebody who's observing the children, because it can happen so fast.
Yeah, okay. And YMCA, on a sliding scale, how affordable are these lessons?
We have a sliding scale according to the income of the family. We also offer some free grant funded lessons, so there's lots of opportunities.
Okay, so really, go ahead.
And I also want to mention, we, along with the Swim Starters, it really enhances our new infant membership. We are offering free memberships to babies up to the age of 2, and with that, the baby's free, and along with the parent or family membership. So it really, we realize the importance of family in learning and getting the family involved in swimming. We also recognize the importance of the health of a mom as she's preparing for the birth. So while they're pregnant, we also have discounts for pregnant moms, new moms as well.
I know a lot of moms that just go to the Y and sit there and they are on their phones while the kids are in the kids zone every now and then, and they get a break.
You need that.
I know. I love it.
A reprieve sometimes.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you coming in. And don't be intimidated by it. You know, take the time to learn to swim, and they're not going to turn you away. There are free programs out there. So you can learn more about the YMCA and water safety classes on newsforjax.com. Vic, over to you.